friends are heathens, take it slow.
How is it going, YouTube? How are you guys? I am in the process of moving. Things look very ominous in the house. I've got empty bedrooms, which I've had for quite a while. My bed is gone. My nice big TV is gone. I've gone to a dual desktop setup in the living room and had to move those pretty close. Pizza boxes, plates. I have been living the indoor rough style living for just a little while, so please excuse the mess if you happen to see it. I'm not showing you the kitchen because the kitchen I need to wash some dishes. But anyways, I am in the process of moving out. Tomorrow Nathan will be by. The couches are going to Goodwill. That table over there I had somebody contact me about it today. They were like, what's the table, or what's the top made out of? I don't know. And I told them that, but I think it's on Craigslist for like $25. So what difference does it make of what it's made out of? I don't freaking know. But this is essentially a video to tell you guys that I'm not going to be making videos for like a week. Almost exactly a week, because today is Tuesday. I'm going to move this video over to my phone and then upload it from my phone onto YouTube. So this is also a test of the ability to do that, because while I am between here and Colorado, which is going to take me a couple months to get there, I am not sure about my internet connection, and where I am going, I will not have what I've had here, which is an unlimited internet connection. So that said, I want to be able to test the ability to upload videos to the internet via my phone, which I do have an unlimited an unlimited data contract. So that's going to be in my favor until I get to Colorado, in which I will have plenty of other options to utilize. But for now, just a general update, I'm moving. I'm sorry, I've got to do... today I'm going to be doing a lot of the big cleaning, the kitchen, obviously the living room, all the dishes, laundry. It's my last day to do laundry at this house. A lot of that stuff is going on. And I'm also going to be doing a lot of packing, throwing things in garbage bags, because a lot of things are going in the garbage. Wires, I have no idea. I have tons and tons and tons of wires, because over the years I have been collecting technology for a lot of different things, and that is all going away. It's all going away. Basically, right now, I'm reducing my possessions to what will fit inside of a compact car. Now, that compact car happens to be a hatchback that I have done some really amazing things with as far as what I've put in there. I've put like huge V6 engines, which I thought was hilarious, because I went to Chattanooga, which is about 3 hours from where I was living at the time, and I picked up a V6 engine. I put it in the back of my hatchback Honda Civic, and I drove it from Chattanooga back to Franklin, again about 3 hours. I don't know the actual mileage or the kilometer distance, but it was a decent distance away, and when I was on my way back, I was almost back to the place that I was living at the time, and I live in Tennessee. I was living in Tennessee at the time. This is the place of big trucks, and I had a big truck pull up next to me, and he goes, "Man, that car looks lowered. What have you got in that thing?" And I said, "A V6. And he goes, "What?" Not knowing that I meant that there's a V6 engine in the back. He thought I had a V6 engine under the hood, which Honda's people have done a lot of really crazy things to them. That said, I have no desire, nor have I ever had the desire to change the engine. in that car, which I ended up doing in January, but only because the last motor blew up. That said, I've moved cross country in that car twice, from Tennessee to Colorado, and then just under a year later, I got a really awesome job opportunity back here in Tennessee, so I had to come back. But since I've been back, I've met a lot of really awesome people that I'm having to say goodbye to. So I've got like a month and a half left in Tennessee before I will drive down to Florida, surprise my dad, and I'm okay with saying that because as much as my dad loves me, I know he doesn't watch my YouTube channel. So I'm going to harass him about that and tell him that it wouldn't have been as much of a surprise and he could have been following everything that was going on if he was watching my YouTube channel. And just kind of like minor guilt trip on him there. But that said, the rest of my family on that side is aware of what is going on. They know that I'm coming out. I obviously called my stepmother and was like, "Hey, Mom, this is what's up. I want to surprise Dad, so I'm on my way out there." And I told her about selling my house and about getting ready to go to Japan and all of that other stuff. And so she was really cool. She thought it was awesome. And this is what I love about my stepmother. She's never treated me like a stepson. She, like, from day one, she's always treated me like, "You are my long-lost son that I haven't met yet." And it was awesome and amazing, and I love my stepmother. But that said, she acted just like my legitimate mother. She wanted to know everything, all the details, all the backup plans, what the money situation looked like, and everything that had to go into planning for a trip to Japan. And I promised her a lot more information when I actually got to Florida and I could sit down and talk with her and Dad about it, but I was able to satisfy her initial queries about what was going on with Japan and have I properly planned this out, and I don't know. I'm being honest here. There are so many things, there are so many unknown variables that there's no way for me to have everything planned out, but one of the things that I've definitely learned, especially about being a Christian, which, don't worry, you're never going to hear me rant and rave about that. But being a Christian, one of the biggest things that I've always fought is control. And this is one of those situations where I just kind of like let go of everything. And I said, "Okay, you handle it." And a lot of really awesome things have happened in my life since then. So that said, I don't know everything. I don't have all the information about what's going to happen when I get to Japan. I have backup plans, obviously. I have people in Japan that I can rely on, that I can call and be like, "Hey, I need blah, blah, blah. I need help finding this or that, or getting in touch with this industry, or this ministry. Not ministry in that way, but I need help. I need help filing an insurance claim. That's great, because as a long-term student in Japan, I'm going to need to have health insurance, which I don't currently have, and that's been kind of a bit of a topic lately because I got 2 spider bites that I was pretty sure were brown recluse bites that I think I'm downgrading right now because I don't think they were actually brown recluse bites due to the amount of time that has passed and lack of damage to my body. Luckily, I think I'm in good shape, but several of my friends are like, "You need to go to the hospital," and I was like, "I can't." That was definitely the downside of quitting my job before I was actually getting up and leaving the country, but it definitely needed to happen. So that said, a lot has gone into getting the house ready. A lot of work went into getting the house ready, and I know this now, but if I had tried to work my full-time job or my previous job and get this house ready to sell, there's no way I would have gotten it done. Just none. As much as I wish that I could have dedicated enough time to do that, the job that I was working was so demanding that it was often 7-day work weeks, and it was repetitive. There was no 7 on, 7 off kind of thing. It was an unscheduled 7-day week, and it was almost every week. So, and they've only ramped up production since I've left. Not saying anything about that, but that has been a really, really big deal. They have not been able to slow down at all since I've left. So it definitely would have been a bad idea to try to keep working and do all the work on the house. I probably would have collapsed because this has been such an exhaustive effort. I thought, okay, cool, I'm quitting my full-time job. I'll be able to focus on my YouTube channel and getting the house ready. And it was getting the house ready, and that was it. The few times that I have had time to just relax, I use them for just relaxing because it was so overwhelming. This whole process has been overwhelming. Planning for things to go on in Japan, getting things sold, getting the house fixed, just moving things out of the house in general. This whole house was filled, minus that one bedroom, which has been vacant since a friend of mine moved out last August. Every room in this house has been full with stuff, and it's not like it was crammed in here. I'm not a hoarder by any means, so it wasn't like it was that bad of a situation. But almost every room in the house was being utilized for something, so that meant that there was stuff everywhere in the whole house, and getting rid of all of that in a timely, efficient manner that was actually cost effective. I've been selling things, and that took so much time, more time than I thought it was going to take. Obviously, the upkeep on the house has been going on. I've been maintaining a social life, which, in honesty, I could have cut that back a little bit, but I love my friends, and I'm going to be saying goodbye to them pretty much permanently here in August. I'm going to be driving through and maybe spending a day or two back in Tennessee in December before I fly away and hopefully never come back, except to visit, which honestly, because of the cost, is going to be pretty rare if I have anything to do about it. So that said, so much going on and going into this. I have not been able to focus on you guys as much as I would have liked. I am doing things that I have 2 days of footage from a shooting gallery that I co-hosted last weekend. Nathan, Preston, myself, and we're co-hosting a shooting event that we were able to keep private. We had several people show up, and we definitely had a fantastic time while we were out there. So I've got some cool footage, but I haven't had a chance to look through that yet, and I had 3 cameras running for both of those days, so there is a ton of footage that I need to go through, and I don't have any time to actually go through that. I've got multiple bug bites that are bugging the crap out of me. I feel like I am going through withdrawal, which I've never been through, but I feel like all of the descriptions that people have ever made about withdrawal, I feel like I have that right now. So my skin is literally crawling on my legs, and then I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have 2 spider bites right over there, and I have no idea what bit me. I initially thought brown recluse, but the bites themselves are actually reducing in size and going away, so it might have been a mild allergic reaction to a generic spider venom. It could have been brown recluse that just didn't actually inject me with venom, which would be really nice. But that said, I mean, a lot of stuff has been going on, and I have just not been able to, I've barely been able to keep myself up to date, let alone the YouTube channel. So hopefully things are going to wind down for the next month and a half. As soon as I get out of this house, the only thing that I'm going to be doing is a part-time job and helping out around the house that I'm going to be staying at for the next month and a half until I go to Florida to see my dad. While I'm in Florida, I'm going to do at least one video with my brother about installing some more lights in the hood of the fun car, just for kicks and giggles, because I wanted to do something fun with my brother. And definitely the fun car is a YouTube project, so that's going to be in there. The clutch kit and motor mounts are going to be getting installed next Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday of next week. The clutch kit and the motor mounts are going in the car. I am going to order some solid mounts probably before I leave Tennessee for the torque struts. Both of the torque struts I'm eventually going to replace with solids. I will probably do those before I leave the state, but we'll see. It might be when I get out to Colorado as far as what's going on, because I still have to order a new passport. I have to renew my passport, and I haven't done that yet. It expires this month, so I definitely have to get on the ball about that. Oh, so much going on. It's ridiculous. My life is very chaotic right now, but I am loving every minute of it because I know what it is leading up to, and I am super excited about that. So bear with me, guys. I will be back Tuesday. I'm working another convention this weekend, and I've had so many people, like a good friend of mine online has been bugging me because she messages me and it takes me like 6 hours to reply, or I'm busy, and she finally got mad at me the other day, or it seemed like she was mad at me, and she asked me, do I have to make an appointment to talk with you? And I went, oh, geez, that's really what it's kind of like. It almost is that I have to make appointments with people to have time to focus on one person that is not myself, and I kind of felt bad about that, but that's literally what life has been lately, and I think I'm getting a bad... Oh, no, okay. I thought my camera was sending me a bad message, but it is not. That said, I need another memory card for the camera. This one is not fast enough. If you guys will notice in this video, and you will definitely notice, or you might possibly notice in the shooting gallery video, I am not filming in 4K. I am only filming in about 720 right now, and that is because I am having some complications with the memory card that is in this camera, which is not able to keep up with the write speeds that 4K footage requires. And what has happened is I have been forcing that camera to write at those speeds, and now the card is starting to break down. So definitely did some bad things there, and I need to make that right by ordering a new card, which is going to come eventually. But it's like so much stuff has to happen. I need solid motor mounts for the fun car. I need a new passport. Obviously, I have to apply for school and all of that stuff. But so much going on right now, and it's just kind of all over the place as far as what I'm getting done and what's going on. So bear with me, guys. I will be focusing on you guys quite a bit more in the future, and I will see you later. If you haven't already, general thing about this channel is I am going to Japan. I am on my way to Japan. It is not me starting up a channel in Japan and saying, hey guys, come check this out. This is literally my process, my race to get to Japan, and all of the steps that I've been going through to get that done. And so I want you guys to subscribe now so you guys can see and have all the information that I had, learn everything at the same speed that I've learned everything, and go through the same process that I went through. Subscribe now, and you're automatically going to obviously receive notifications. Oh yeah, you got to click the little bell just below the video. Click the little bell, and that will send you notifications. Obviously, your subscription will also tell you via email that I've uploaded new videos, and that really helps me out. The more subscribers that I get, the longer I can stay in Japan. That's kind of the crude rule of thumb there for that. So I hope you guys will subscribe, like the video. That also helps me out, and I will see you guys later. Bye.